Hello everyone, this is JHancho featuring corpsepose in Game 2 of our round of 16 bout, this time on Metalopolis. It again is going to be a Zerg versus Zerg, rife with hopefully no banelings, but as I alluded to in the previous game, there may be banelings on my side. And apparently corpsepose had a little bit of a alt-tab problem, but that didn't prevent us from starting the game on time with no lag. And that would be decidedly bad, as I can't type. But luckily I correct myself, and we're underway. I'm getting my 9 Overlord, as is my opponent. No, he is going with an extractor trick, so we'll see in the income department that he will be slightly ahead, but I will overtake him shortly. Actually, I'm slightly ahead, and I can't figure out why. He does have one more harvester, and that's all she wrote. We're trading back and forth between 400 and 440, and I've got nothing interesting to say yet again. I do have 3 drones in production. He's finally getting his Overlord, queuing up 3 drones of his own. My 2 spawn, so here's where it becomes a little bit weighed in my favor, I hope. Those drones should have spawned, and I should have started to get some additional cash, and we do see that a little bit. The extractor coming down, I'm going to go for a 14 pool, perhaps. But corpsepose also getting his extractor very nicely timed as well. Immediately committing 3 drones, as am I. Sometimes I misclick, or sometimes if you do it right as the extractor, simulator, or refinery is finishing, your drones, probes, or SCVs just inexplicably sit there and do nothing. And that's very vexing. Yes. But both of our spawning pools are... mine's a little bit faster. Harvester-wise, we should be exactly the same. With 1 probe in production, 1 drone in production, yes, and with an Overlord production. So again, pretty much the same exact thing. The end result of the extractor trick and 9 Overlord, the same. It's only about a difference of maybe 10 minerals if you do it well. He does scout me first, I believe. Yes, he does. I am morphing to a quick layer, and we'll see how that plays out. He is going to remove his scout as he sees a spine crawler or 2 in production. I say, hi-yo! Indeed, he did see me. I have not seen him quite yet. And we'll see exactly what's going on. He has already started speed. I spent my first gas on a lair. We'll see exactly. I did skip a queen, which will factor into the game, I am sure. But I wanted to try something different. Like I said before, I hate doing just formulaic ZvZs with banelings and whatnot. And again, as I may have said earlier, another spine crawler. So I'm afraid of a rush, as I am teching pretty hard with no defense whatsoever. I finally will be, by process of elimination, scouting him. I want to make sure he didn't take the gold or take a sneaky expansion, because that could be very detrimental to my long-term health. He's also getting a spine crawler and also getting a lair. The spine crawler for him, though, is very kind of useless at this point. I do have my second gas. I do not have it working. Income-wise, he is ahead because he is very ahead in workers, because he does have that queen producing extra larvae. Like I said, it affects the game. My drone is going to scout that he is making a lair. Unfortunately, we'll go down to the spine crawler. And I say, it's funny, because he is also doing the same thing. Just stab, stab. It looks like a ballpoint pen of some sort. But right now, neither player owning the watchtowers. Hopefully these Zerglings will split. And they do, as if on command. I control myself through space and time. It looks like I'm going to be going with a Spire. Yes, Mutalisks are very fun indeed. 1 base Muta against a Zerg opponent can be good, as long as he does not have a Hydra Den in production, which he does. So, we're back to square one. Him with a viable unit in the future, me not so much. Mutalisks, of course, are effective if you can get them away from Hydras, and can snipe queens, drones, even little Zerglings. But right now, as long as he has Hydras on the map, I will not be anywhere near effective with the Spire. And he uses that to great advantage, making me regret my decision to tech to Mutas. I will, though, get a bunch of Mutas on the way. 3, I could have afforded 4 if I had the larva. which will be coming shortly, and I might wait for that. Unfortunately, that gives him even more time to get more Hydras on the field. 10 shots to Hydra kills, and he does have 5, outnumbering my Mutas. And I say, oh, and I'm not sure why I did that. Why did I do that? Maybe it's because I screwed up and supply blocked myself or something like that, I don't know. But my Mutas are across the map. I'm setting up my expansion. I still should be a little bit behind in Harvester Count, indeed I am, and that's the... And I run into Mutas, nearly losing a Mutalisk with 1 hit point. I don't think I saw the 1 hit point. Taking a long time to regenerate that 2nd hit point, but once he does, it's all downhill from there. But we'll see the Mutas here and there throughout the game. Not going to be the feature unit, unfortunately. I'm getting a Baneling Nest. Let me explain my rationale. Now, I don't want to be a hypocrite, but I kind of am. I said that I don't like the Baneling Fest that Zerg vs. Zerg has become, but that doesn't mean I can't find a use for them. Because he has Hydras on the map, I figure that he's going to be going fairly heavy Hydras. And what do Hydras die to? Banelings. Quite simply, Banelings. And I'm going to be just harassing and killing an Overlord, hopefully staying in and not losing a Mutalisk, and I do. It does... Oh, wow, it does... supply block him. That's very wonderful. I did not know that. But I do have Slowlings out. I am getting Baneling speed, as it's very important to be able to close on your opponent with Hydras very quickly, because I figure a push is coming, and I don't want to be caught unawares. He's in great position. He has a much larger army. I have scouted it. I know what's coming. He's putting in expansion. He's ready to punish me for making a bad tech choice. And I should be getting some Banelings soon to deal with that as well. I do see it with this wonderful watchtower. Look at that vision that I have on the map. Look at my opponent's vision. Very narrow. The entire middle of the map is all mine. And again, I cry because I'm in a bad spot. I only have a few Banelings morphing right now. My queen will spit and retreat, spit and scoot. These Banelings hopefully will be able to fend off the assault. But just look at how quickly that the Hydras are able to take down my expansion. And look at this. I might... Oh yeah! Broodlings rock! And unfortunately that drone dies because I forgot. But look at this. I'm just going to continue moving off, and look at that. And he loses the bulk of his Hydra force, and he cannot believe it. And I am able to quickly dispatch the rest of these Hydras without taking many losses. The Spinecrawler may nearly die, but at that point I don't really care. I did what I set out to do. These Overlords are kind of in a bad spot as I continue to harass my lone Mutalisk. He's continuing to get Hydras. I'm continuing to get speed and Zerglings to deal with that. He transfers most of his probes, or his drones, which is curious. It is kind of an undefended expansion. We'll see exactly how that plays out. Looks like these Overlords are inexplicably going across the map, meeting these Overlords that are inexplicably going across the map. And I do see that, and I'm like, hey, wait a second. Are you trying to slow drop me? I am rebuilding my expansion. Again, I am behind here. I am transfusing that glorious Spinecrawler with 6 kills, and not a one of them was not a Hydra. That is impressive. 6 kills, all Hydras. Very, very tough. Now, my Overlords, realizing that they're out of position, finds the other out of position Overlords, and they move to engage and punish him for having them so far out. We do see no more... Wow, fail Overlords. Yeah, I had the same thought, but luckily it didn't punish me for it. More Overlords in production for him. Unfortunately, that bankrupts him. And fairly good saturation on there, not so good on there. And look at the units. Again, I am still down as I am building more and more units. This time it's an Evo chamber. Why? One attack for melee. Banelings are better. You know what I mean? I do have Hydras of my own as well now, so I'm kind of in all tech paths. I do not have yet a Roach Warren, but maybe that's in the near future as well. I did kind of poke in with my Mutas here. He does have 0 kills and is nearly dead, but that's not the point. It's just to rattle my opponent, continue to poke, continue to prod, make him think about everything he has, where it's going. I do have No, I'm not yellow. I don't have any drones. Oh god. I'm keeping. Both of us are keeping our minerals, respective minerals, low as all get out. Corpsepose doing the smart thing, getting OV speed. Apparently, I don't feel the need to. But now this Muta has cleaned up 2 of those overlords, finally getting a 3rd one. And ironically enough, I think it might supply block him unless he gets that overlord quickly. So now I am continuing to morph banelings as well as hydras, and hydra baneling is kind of a funny composition, I know, but it works. This Muta is still in space, regenning his life. We'll see if he pokes at some point in the future. Probably will. Maybe won't get a kill, but that's, again, not the point. It's just a continual rattle. This one will go off to the other side of the map with 3 overlord kills, maybe even a 4th if he passes by him. This one heading out across the map, going to scout exactly what I have. I do not have burrow. I wish I did. Spawn comes out. I am supply blocked. Eek. I do have 3 spawning at my expansion, which is getting populated quite quickly. It looks like I took some away from my natural, but now I'm catching up in drone count. Another huge Hydra army, perhaps going to meet the same fate as before. But this Overlord darting in this Overlord darting in will see that I am I researched missile attacks. Interesting. Again, that double-edged sword will actually benefit me in this case, as my banelings are roly-poly and very quick. This Overlord has been there for a while, and I cry. Looks like he did get one of my Mutalisks. This one killed another Overlord, so very nice. Yes, that Mutalisk did die, unfortunately. But I do have more drones in production. I'm trying to catch up. These 2 wayward Hydras, ooh, I don't want to waste them on that, but I do anyway. And I just kind of taunt him with it. I should be getting more to compensate for my losses. A very stupid play by myself. I could have just taken him out with pure Hydra. I'm not sure. I'm sure he's seen it, as he does have in it. I did not know it was there.